Welcome everyone, it's Vapors Drakomar. We are on the Tier 3 Mastery for 2 champions. So what would that qualify? Alright. Oh, this could be big. So, we're going to want to go to Minotaur's Labyrinth, and we're only going to want to go up to let's try it. I don't care at this point. I need to try to, because I remember Vergus could literally solo Minotaur. So yeah, we're going to be doing Minotaur. So we're definitely going to want scrolls. Definitely going to want some scrolls. There's a reason I'm including Armiger in here, because Armiger eventually is going to be my big investment. But yeah. So they say farming Minotaur 15 is the way. I see. There's a reason I'm going for this guy, because if I can complete a Tier 3 Mastery on a champion, that would be huge. But I need scrolls to do it. But yeah. Maybe what he's trying to hint at is that the only good chance for the best scrolls, the scrolls you need, is in Minotaur 15. Maybe that's what he's telling me. Fight that Minotaur. So it's the final Minotaur that gives me the reliable scrolls. Does he give me like all of the big scrolls? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? No, none of these champions are sacrifices. They're all important champions. That's the thing. A whole lot of them are important champs. He's looking at me with his steaming red eyes. He's like, why are you here? I'm like, I want your scrolls, dude. I want your scrolls. Because here's the thing. A lot of experienced players won't know this. But I've gotta have specific scrolls to do specific jobs. Gotta do specific scrolls for specific jobs. See, Kale does some good damage. Like he does. Even if his gear isn't 100% optimal, he still smacks. Like this guy still has cruel gear. Almost entirely level 16 cruel gear. Except for his health. So he's gonna smack. Maybe not as hard as when he's finished with his masteries. But yeah, I'm only going for the big boy. Bigger ones. So maybe the shortcut to this is to just farm like Mino 15 and just ignore the rest of them? Is that what the shortcut is? Because that's what my guess is, right? That is my guess. I might just put Rohane in here to help. Trying to like chip away at these Gotta keep chipping away at them. Because if we want these tier 3 masteries, this is how we do it. He just took 27k. Have it. Yeah, let's just leave her in here to just distribute the scrolls among the ones who need it. He clearly doesn't need those scrolls for now. Because I don't have the gear for him anyway. I'm still gonna develop him, but I don't have the gear. That's his problem. I just don't have the gear necessary. Smack him with that. Because Armiger is very fussy on his gear. Alright, who needs it? Okay, we're going to 120. This is going to be a spicy Minotaur run when we get to the end of this, trust me. When we get to those last waves, it's gonna sting. Those last waves are gonna sting. Because in order to get masteries, the primary way of getting masteries is through this creation. That is the primary method. That is the method. Fight this flaming headed guy. Again. He resists a lot, I noticed. He definitely becomes tankier as you go on. But max health seems to hit him hard. I don't know why he doesn't move around. He just stands there all day. I wonder what it must be like to be the Minotaur. Just stand there all day and smack your axe and do nothing, literally nothing else. And wait for someone to drop the scrolls. That should be that's a weird existence. Has anyone ever thought of what it must actually be like to be the Minotaur? It's painful, I can tell you that, and he just stands there and tries to smack you. Alright, who gets a scroll? Okay, she got a scroll. Alright. We're probably just gonna have to repeat Minotaur 15 a bunch. It's probably what you're gonna want to do. Because I think that's gonna give us the most scrolls. Because you have to fight this guy a lot with his like weird Sun Temple emblems. You have to fight this guy a lot. Is he some kind of Egyptian god? Is that why he has a weird thing with that? He barely gets hurt. I can tell that max HP skills seem to be, like, decreased max HP seems to be OP on him. Yeah, Dark Elhain would probably ruin this guy. Get her to 6. That decreased max HP. Ooh, that would be really bad again. Like, really evil. And like, the more that would... Yeah, that would really mess him. Especially if he healed. But he doesn't even heal. He has a lot of health. You know what's kind of weird? He kind of reminds me of like a weird Norog. But Norog is more endearing to me. I want Norog so bad. Days. Nah, man. Nah. You're gonna want to wait on that. You don't want to see it. One day. One day. Scroll. 14, and then stage 15. Gotta get to the bottom of this labyrinth, man. Minotaur is weird in the mind. You know it is. Minotaur! The revenge of the Minotaur! Minotaur! The revenge. Because then... I could probably farm 15, maybe. Beat it before. I could beat it again. Still gonna be difficult. It took a full minute just to get to the waves. So I'm guessing the final one, yeah, it's Void Affinity, correctly. And he's obscenely tanky and does a lot of damage. Gotta keep it going. He's smoking in there. He's smoking. gotta go so deep in. Imagine what's smoking off his cloak. What the heck is he smoking? I've always wondered that. So yeah, that's a sign that Kale has issues with his gear. That right there is a sign from God. Yep, the Minotaur is raging. He's raging hard. He's raging hard, or he's hardly raging? Yes, small differences matter. It's not just level. It's masteries and armor. That's what you learn this later into the game. That's the trouble. You'll learn later into the game, and it's not just small level differences. It's differences you can't see. Like mastery and gear. Really matter. That's the bitter truth they won't tell you. You'll only learn this after you get level 60 in all your moves. And then you'll learn. That's the bitterness. Then you'll learn. You'll learn what Trouble Minotaur's Labyrinth actually is. To get the masteries. This is the hardest Minotaur of all. Welcome to Minotaur 15. Home of the worst hell spawn in all of Minotaur's Labyrinth. You are welcome. He does nothing. Mad damage. Gotta chip him away, man. Keep decreasing that max health. One thing you can notice, it's also a sign how bad War Maiden's gear is. You can tell who has the best gear, etc., by this boss. By how low they are and how fast they fall. One thing you can tell. You can tell Vergus is some of the best because he's the one that's still standing. And also you can tell which one is naturally more defensive. But if there's anyone, if Vergus gets a full mastery set after this, then so be it. Yeah, this is the final Minotaur. Look at this crazy setup he's got. Looks like something's back there in the lobby. Like, I'd love to see, once you beat the Minotaur, what's back there, man. Is it just a bunch of other Minotaurs, or is it something else? You never get to figure out what's back there, man. I'd love to know. Everyone's like, you shouldn't want to know what's back there. But seriously, what's back there? I see a torch back there. We look to the right. Maybe there's someone that lives back there. Yeah. So that's what he said. He might be working on actually finding Minotaur 15. No, I don't think he was wrong about that one. Actually don't think he was wrong. I think you actually do need to find Minotaur 15. Shocking as that sounds. So I was like, listening to Hell Hades, I was like, okay. So what you're telling me is because you can't farm Minotaur 15, you're not going to get masteries that way. And then it occurred what that meant. That means that the people that fill their masteries out by the Minotaur Labyrinth actually farm Minotaur 15. That's the ghastly truth of it. They farm Minotaur 15 for their scrolls. They farm this really demonic Minotaur at the edge of creation. That's what they do. That is how they do it. That is how they do it. That is how they do it. This is how they do it. I think I've finally come to the conclusion. This is how they do this. This is how they farm Minotaur. These goat things, satyrs, all they do is run at you and smack you. They don't do much else. The Minotaur kind of just does the same thing similarly, but at the same time he does a bit more. He does two attacks. He slams you with the Swift Doom, and then he does maybe a Tremor Stomp. Oh, he's a Hex champion. Like Ruel. Okay, that's interesting. That's very interesting. So basically the most consistent way to get the scrolls you need is this Minotaur. That's what it is. Well, in that case, we're going to want to spread this out. But still, I learned something about Minotaur. You actually want to farm the last Minotaur once you get there. That's the truth of it. That's the truth of it. Alright. So we got 42. 56 for him. Because he could use some more accuracy, honestly. But you know, I actually have to farm Minotaur more later. It's a bitter realization. It really is. You know that realization you get. Have to farm that. That's the kind of realization I get. Got 2 started. It's not bad though for him. He's got weird weapons. But that doesn't mean it's over yet. I've got some tricks up my sleeve. First, I'm going to deprive you of your speed meter. Then I'm going to deprive you of your cover. Just wait until I get my mastery. You're gonna hate me, Kale, even more. Trust me when I say you are going to really hate me when I get resurgent, selfless defender, and all that. You're going to hate me so much. You are going to hate me. I'd love to think that that's a great thing to fight, but what is this BS? So much of that's BS. Not even in the mood. So Tier 3 masteries, I've learned something about Tier 3 masteries today. This is the source. This is the source of the big masteries. This Minotaur. This exact freaking Minotaur. They farm Minotaur 15. This is it. This is what they do. This is how it's done. This. This is where all the masteries come from. This is how they do it. Farm this Minotaur. The funny thing is, I don't actually need the best gear on my Vergus to get this done. Don't need it, but I do need to farm Minotaur. I don't like to mention that I have to fight this Minotaur. But that's exactly how that works. This is exactly how you get the Mastery Scrolls. Fighting this guy over and over again. As crazy as it sounds. They literally take it all the way to Minotaur 15 and then you just sit there and farm it. Literally. This is what they do. This is how it's done. I'm not going to go any further than this one because it's going to drive everyone mentally insane. In fact, I'm going to go do something fresh. Just to clear my mind of how much I'm going to have to fight Minotaur. But oh my god. This is what it actually takes to fill your mastery tree out. This is what everyone doesn't show you. This is what everyone doesn't show you about masteries. This. You have to smack them with arrows and everything you've got. Get them down, cut them down to par. This is what it takes. Oh, we're doing some sick damage though. Yep, this is what it takes, guys. This is what it takes. Sorry guys if it offends you, but I'm just gonna do a little bit of campaign just to get away from the Minotaur. Oh, the Minotaur. The Minotaur Syndrome. I know that you guys want to watch me fight the Minotaur for like hours and hours straight, but right now I don't feel it. It's not like I'm not going to come back and take my revenge on the Minotaur. But holy hell. It's probably the most ridiculous grind I've seen in the entire game. Getting that Minotaur. I understand it saves gems, but jeez. You can see why people want to avoid this. This is why everyone avoids the Minotaur. This is why.